Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. With that, let's get up to the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. On the call is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season, winners of 8 of their last 10. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27. We'll look now at our starting defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
On 2nd down, Cook. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Hey, two, go.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
52.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Vernon. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now the Packers get set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, it's Jones, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Vernon. The open man is Smith.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Watch safety green. Watch safety down.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. Second and 4. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vernon. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Vernon. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Vernon, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Vernon. Pass slipped down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run it again with Cook. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On first down, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, Vernon. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Danielle Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long, Vernon. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Well, this is away, and it's a high kick. Hit pretty well. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
2nd and 6. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light.
Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Look at me. Door. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
80 weapons.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Alpha. Hard. Alert. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A spin, fighting him off. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Kill. Yep.
Watch twist.
Greystone travel. Five. Two.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So the Packers down by 5. A minute 16 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. He's got it to Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Vernon And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.